We're moving our entire life across Canada in a U-Haul from Moncton to Nanaimo. On day 3, we drove from rural Quebec through the Montreal area and into northern Ontario, covering about 950 kilometers or 590 miles. And this is the day that we added a trailer to our already chaotic setup. It is so cold right now. It's 2 degrees. We are getting all of our shower stuff. We got our $2 for our showers.
Yes, sir.
That was a rough night.
That was a rough.
It was super cold. It was really hard to sleep because I kept waking up cold.
Yeah, I kept waking up, turning on the heating blanket. Thank God we had that.
Yeah, thank God we had our heating blanket. But it is beautiful here.
It is.
You can see the little lake. Little. It's like a pond, honestly. It's not bad. It is though. The bathroom center's right here. It has laundry. It's co-ed. And then you pay for your showers. You could pay to do laundry and then nice flushing toilets. Nice bathrooms over here. Boy bathrooms. It's fogging up on the camera because it's so cold outside. Oh, no. And then shower. It's nice showers too. Oh, you can't see because it's fogged up. Wow. But it's nice in here. We finished our shower. Cody's already headed back. He's starting breakfast right now. I'm grabbing the rest of our stuff. We gotta take down the tent and get out of here. It's 6:05. It's a little over 2 hours. I wanna say 2.5 because it's morning traffic. But we gotta go pick there's a trailer at a U-Haul in Montreal that we have to pick up. They're giving us money to bring it with us across all the way to Vancouver, and we'll drop it off there. So we're about to have, I think it's an 8-foot trailer for the rest of our journey. So we gotta go pick that up. But first we gotta take down the tent and eat breakfast. Hello. You get the lake over there? I can't get it now. It's too far gone.
Kinda got it. We're just getting on the road now.
It's 6:44.
6:44 a.m. We have 2 hours, 25 minutes to U-Haul to pick up the tow trailer that we're taking. We got us a meal ready here. I'm gonna try to snack on this on the road and then see if Lindsay can get some afterwards.
Oh, here it doesn't open till 9.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking about gas stations. She said it would open.
Oh, there's one on the right-hand side.
Oh.
Look. Just back straight up, you should be fine. I see it over there. Keep going straight back.
I can cut.
Yep, you can cut. Oh, of course now it opens. Alright. Fucking hell.
Someone did that. I guarantee you
Yeah.
someone was watching and let us out.
Yeah. Crazy.
Did you catch it?
I did. I think so.
We have just hit Montreal, I think, where, if you can't tell the traffic I just showed you, this is actually the first time that we've had to deal with traffic. It's been pretty smooth sailing. It is 9 a.m. We're 30 minutes away from the U-Haul place to pick up the trailer. Things are going well. There's just a lot of morning traffic right now. Cody's going in to find out what we have to do for the trailer. He actually thinks it's going to be this one right here. don't know if you can see it. It's that little guy right in the middle. Next up, we have to stop and get some groceries. Well, not groceries. We specifically just need some chips. But we need to get them from a grocery store if there's only a specific brand that we eat. I don't even know if Superstore is in Quebec, but that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up some grocery stores. And they have a store called Super C, and it should be on our way heading back to getting on the main road that we're going to take. We're going to go up north because there's a couple ways we can get around, but it seems like going the north route is going to be quieter, smoother. Going the southern route is going to be a little more traffic. We'll make a decision after the grocery store. Cody is still inside U-Haul. I have done like a full mobility routine outside waiting for him. It is so freaking cold outside right now. It was 2 degrees when we started driving. I don't know what the temperature is now, but it's freezing. Dang, I was kind of hoping this was going to be a lot faster. We just pull up. There might be a line of people. I mean, there are some cars parked here, but there's been people all around, so I just expected, or I assumed, that it would just be like, we go in, they tell us the trailer, we back up, we take it, we move on. Maybe it's a little more complicated. But anyways, this isn't even our trailer, so they texted us and said, here's 3 different trailer sizes, 3 different locations, etc., etc., and then U-Haul will pay you to pull that trailer behind you. Now, in terms of how much gas already costs the U-Haul, I don't think we get a whole lot back. Like, I think basically this will cover most of our gas. Well, maybe like 70% of our gas. I think they're giving us $800 to do this trip, and that's Montreal to Vancouver, $800 USD. So it's a little over 1,000 something CAD, which is great. It's just, you know, you pull a trailer, you're slower, you have to be a lot more careful, you have to be mindful that you're longer. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal because it is a smaller trailer, and every time we book a campsite, I'm just letting them know like our full length is now 35 feet. I'm hoping this won't be that big of a change, but Cody's going to drive with it first, and we're going to get a ways, and then I think we'll pull over, and then I'll switch and drive some too. We're going to be on, I think it's the Trans-Canada, but the way it looks on the map is it's more like a country road. We're going to find out. I tried to like drag and drop on Google Maps to see what it looks like on the road, and I think it's just a 2-lane road, like 1 lane this way, 1 lane this way, and then there's like passing areas, right? So you go so far and then it opens up a lane so people can pass you. I think, anyways, that's my guess. The last campsite we were at was so freaking nice. It's kind of a long road in to get to it, but I think that's how it's going to be with most campsites anyways. You got to drive a little bit to get in the woods. It has like a small lake area for swimming. Obviously, we're not in season for that yet. It looks beautiful, like it very family oriented. I'll put the name up of what the name of the campsite was that we stayed at. But I plan on doing a Google review and like giving a really good review because it was exceptional customer service. Like, she called me to find out what time we were going to arrive. She had also left us this little envelope with my name on it, and it had a map, and it had like our sticker for where we were staying. Not sticker, but like a hanging sign to put in your dash, or if you have a rear view mirror, we don't. And she had even wrote a little note on there in English, which is really nice, obviously, how to get into the site. So like, yes, we had the map, but she also took the time to write the directions on how to get there, which was so sweet. She didn't have to do that. And then the next day we paid for the rest of the site. So like, you pay a deposit to book the site, and then you pay for the rest when you get there. You can check out at any time the next day because it opens from the other side, like automatically, so you can leave whenever you want. But we went to the wrong side, and so we were starting to back up, but somebody noticed it, and I think they have like a clicker or something, and they opened that gate for us so we could just drive forward. So we like drove out the entrance, which was also really nice. And then that night when we were pulling up to stay at the campsite, I was heading to get the key card and everything, but I was doing it the opposite way, and so she just directed me like which way. Also really nice. Yeah, it was such a clean campground too, and it was absolutely quiet. There were some people who I think either live there year round or they already were there for the season, the start of the season. I'm not sure how that campground specifically works. Absolutely dead quiet. It is what, like May 21st, so we're not really in season, so it's not a big surprise that it was so quiet, but I mean quiet, like nothing. Oh, here he comes, here he comes.
He pointed over there, but I'm like, am I supposed to go to that one?
They're loading the trailer. It's really stressful. We officially got the trailer on, so exciting. But I think it's the electrical line, the wiring for like the brakes, the blinker, all of that. I don't think it's long enough, and so we're having to get a different wire. So we're stopped again. We just changed areas at the U-Haul place. This place is huge. I think they're literally just looking at all the different trailers to see which one has the longest wire. Yeah, he got it. Something happened when we were pulling away, and they flagged us down to stop, so we're finding out what happened. We heard a big scrape, but I don't know. So they had us stop because the jack of the trailer scraped the ground and it wasn't lifted all the way, so they fixed that and now we're back moving. We just made it to Super C, and Cody's gonna tell you his experience with U-Haul.
Well, it was pretty lackluster actually. I walked in, nobody knew I was coming, even though like they were texting me repeatedly asking me what time I was coming, and I assumed they'd be ready. And then they walked out of the room for like 25 minutes. I was just standing in the main lobby, and then they come back and they're like, yeah, okay, go around the side and go to the trailer. And then I get over there and they're like, yeah, not this door, keep going around. It's like, well, you could have told me that. And then I get in there and they got this trailer at the back of this weird angled like garage door, and they got this pillar right in front of the garage door. So then I'm like doing this weird little angle to get in and out, and it's just like, if this truck was any longer or the trailer was any longer, that wouldn't have even been possible. So it's like they had zero prep, and it's kind of crazy. Like they seem like they're really organized when they're texting you constantly, but then like you get to the store and like they have no idea what's going on. It's just chaos. And then,
but let's go get chips.
Let's go get chips.
Our newest addition.
Okay, so Big C, is that what? No, Super
Super
C
C
was a bust. They didn't have our chips. They had some gluten-free chips, but they're all in like canola oil and sunflower oil, and it just. But I don't like that store, and I don't know if that's indicative of all of Montreal, but the vibes were awful, and it's like, I don't know, like everybody's in a race for something here, or like impatience seems to be second nature. I don't know if it's just that store, because you know how like Aldi has a vibe of like people rush around, so it could just be the store, but also there's no room in that store, and people, instead of like walking in a single file, they will stay like doubled up, and a lady just hit me and kept walking, no care whatsoever. So it seems like normal behavior just to like push and shove, and I don't know, I just don't like that. That's just my opinion and how it made me feel, and not a huge fan.
There's not really any need for that. Like, what is your reasoning for just like being a dick? Like, there isn't one.
It could have just been the store.
Could have just been the store, but the guy at the U-Haul was pretty impatient too. There's a guy, a customer, just like in the store waiting, and like he was just sitting there sighing and groaning and and he started mumbling to himself, and it's just like, there is an impatience. There is definitely an impatience.
Okay. All right. So it's not. It wasn't
just the store. It's not. Yeah. It's impatience.
It's like people are dying to cut in front of you too. Like we were walking into the store and it felt like a traffic circle. Is this guy gonna hit us?
I don't know.
Screw the chips. I don't need chips. I don't want to stay in this province any longer. I would just like to get out and get on the road. It's very busy here, so if we have to forego chips for a couple nights, it is what it is. We have a lot of dry meals, and we use the chips specifically to like scoop the food. Like, yes, we can eat it with a spoon and everything. It's just a nice flavor, because every dry meal that we reheat is like mush.
Yeah.
So having the chips provide like a nice texture, so that's the main reason. It's also, it tastes delicious when you add the chips, and the chips are made in avocado oil. They're the Hard Bite brand, and we just get the salt. It's just salt. Black sea salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, we would have tried any chip if it had like a good oil that
any other
I could have.
Oil. Yeah.
All right. So we're just getting on the road now, right? And just heading out, going as far as we can. Let's see how far it is.
It's up to you.
No, top route. We said the top route before. Let's just stick to what we said.
Okay.
As opposed to the bottom one. Even though the bottom one says it's a little faster, I think the top one's just going to be more like at ease, like more comfy.
Yeah.
Slower paced. We're probably going to go to a gas station, potty, and get some fresh drinks, and then we'll be on the road. Google Maps says 7 hours and 47 minutes. It's 10:58 right now. We'll arrive at 6:40 something p.m. I can't quite see it. I'm on season 6, episode 22 of Grey's Anatomy, so we'll see where I am after this. I'm pretty sure I don't have the data to accommodate it because I listened to Grey's Anatomy the first day of our road trip, and that was like 9 hours. So I don't know how much data usage I have for this. And then Cody's been listening to The Skeptic's Guide. 2 very different genres.
Very different genres.
But we can appreciate each other's genres.
Absolutely.
We've been on the road for probably, I don't know, like 45 minutes, an hour. And I wanted to look on Google Maps and just see how far we had made it. And it looks like it took us on the lower route instead of the upper route. And I gotta admit, made me hella cranky. But the views have been pretty spectacular, and this camera is not doing it justice. We're on the lower route, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Can't really do anything about it now. We're not going to backtrack. So we'll see what the lower route has in store. We have made it to Ottawa, and we've spent probably the last 45 minutes trying to find some kind of food we can eat. We can't have dairy or gluten, so sometimes it gets a little complicated, but there's lots of options here. We're just driving around in this huge vehicle, so that makes it just a tad bit harder. We did end up finding a place, and so we're gonna get some cauliflower chicken wings, and they have like this, what was it called?
All-around salad.
Evolved Caesar salad, and we're gonna split those. I just want to say that this is Ottawa, right? Ottawa is so beautiful, nature-wise, incredible. Feels like peaceful, but you still have the city everywhere. Obviously, we're passing through, so we didn't get to see much of it, but what we have seen, I think it's beautiful. Note to self and to everyone else's self, don't take the lower route. What is this place? Ottawa. The traffic has been unbelievable, especially, I mean, honestly, it's not even the size of our vehicle that's making it unbearable. It's literally just, it's been bumper to bumper traffic. It's not even lunch or rush hour. It's 2:30 p.m. Technically added 2 hours to our arrival time, so I don't think we're gonna beat the dart because we're still gonna have to do one more gas stop, and it is what it is. Finding food just took forever, and then finding somewhere to park with this thing also took forever. And then now just trying to leave here, we've just been stuck in traffic. We're on the interstate now, so that's a positive. We just went past the Mississippi River. Now I knew it was long, but I really, to be honest, I couldn't tell you where it stopped. But that's crazy. I did not expect to see a sign that said Mississippi River. So cool. So cool. It feels like a little bit of home right now when we're driving across Canada is here with us. Also crazy, I saw a Chick-fil-A. I knew they had a Chick-fil-A in Edmonton, but that Chick-fil-A was nasty. It was stale. It could have just been, it just happened to be our serving. But to be fair, in the States, I never had Chick-fil-A and went, that's stale. Like, Chick-fil-A always delivered. But it was just crazy to see that. And also saw Five Guys. Only 5.5 hours left.
3 hours, 4 minutes to go till our campsite. Right now it is 5:49, or that's not a number, 5:48 p.m. We're looking at arriving sometime around 9 p.m. It's been pretty smooth driving for a while. We did have a couple moments of like construction and just like lights randomly on the highway, which, you know, doesn't make any sense, but it slows us down. Tougher day today though. I do feel like we're more tired than we were on the initial outset of things, so maybe just the rough night of sleep, honestly. Like, with how cold it was, like, we just kept waking up through the night, like, shivering. So we turn our heating blanket back on, and I think that's really catching up to us now. Surprisingly, got down to 3 degrees this morning, which is freezing for, like, the fact that it was, like, 23 the day before. Trying to be more vigilant of that in their next couple of sites, though. Like, keep an eye on the weather and what it's going to drop to so that we don't wind up in that same situation. Looking forward to maybe a nice little shower when we get there. I don't know. We might just be hitting a bed, like set up our tent, crash. We got a long day again tomorrow. Another good stretch of driving to get to our next campsite. But then we're also there for 2 nights, so we're getting there.
We are 20 minutes out. We are racing the sun, and I definitely think we're gonna lose this battle. We're set to arrive at like a few minutes after 9 p.m. As you can see, it's lowering right now. This will be the second time that we have not been able to set up camp before the sun goes down. So tomorrow, the plan is to get up as early as possible, get on the road, and get to our next campsite early, because this evening sun flickering through the trees is like a strobe light, and I may stroke out. I've made it to season 7, episode 9 of Grey's Anatomy. This is where Stark keeps getting called back in. He's trying to eat his tiramisu. Everybody say bye to the sun. Bye, sun. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.
Cows.
Cows. Meh.
And that gray building there
Yeah.
is
At least it's so cold, there's no bugs. I'm getting the rest of our power so that we can run that.
Perfect. There's a little, can you grab a lamp before it gets dark?
Oh yeah, I already did.
Nice. Thankfully, we made it right before the sun went completely down, so we had plenty of light to set everything up. And now I have the little lamp in the corner that we're using to finish setting up the rest. It's gonna be -2 tonight. It's already freezing right now. We've got a wool blanket, a duvet, a top sheet, and we also have a heating pad. We have electricity at our site, so we can plug this guy in. Last night it was 2 degrees at our last campsite, and it was unbearable, but we didn't have the full duvet, so hopefully that helps. But anyways, we will see you tomorrow bright and early.